I decided to have a little fun character design challenge, and I chose a character pose, actually this one from Adorka stock images. I wanted to design a blacksmith character based on that pose. Then I thought it would be interesting to use the same pose and character idea but change the costume and hairstyle to show the same character in a different situation. I wasn't aiming to create a completely unique design this time. Instead, I imagined I was working on a project where I needed to design a generic blacksmith character that fits a specific role in the story or world. I feel like character design isn't always about coming up with something entirely original. Sometimes it's more about filling in gaps for a project, solving little visual problems, or adding believable background characters who make the world feel alive. I like those moments when a simple design does its job well without needing to stand out too much. Not every character has to be the main hero or have an elaborate backstory. Sometimes I think the quiet, functional designs are what makes the whole scene feel real. I also want to keep things fun for myself by doing little design challenges like this from time to time. Drawing characters has always been at the core of what I love to do. It's how I started, like many people, with a sketchbook full of drawing girls and some characters I imagined. While I'm really enjoying my current focus on plants and animal studies, I've mentioned before that it can sometimes feel a bit repetitive, especially when I stay within the same structure for too long. Moving from flora to fauna helps add some variation, but I think it's important for me to return to my comfort zone now and then, and character design is still where I feel most at home. That's why I want to sprinkle in small personal challenges like this just to keep the process exciting and to avoid burnout while I continue my species studies. I limited myself to about an hour for each of these sketches. I've been doing a lot of timed studies like this lately. Even with my animal and plant drawings, I try to give myself a time limit because it helps me stay focused and prevents me from overworking details too early. This way, I can produce many different drawings, explore more ideas, and later return to the ones that stand out for me, the ones I enjoyed working on most, to refine or develop them into more finished pieces. For now, I'm leaving these as loose sketches, but eventually I'd like to come back, add color, and see if any of them could evolve into more polished artworks. I especially enjoyed the second design I did for this character. I think she has potential and might grow into something more than just a background NPC. Doing these quick studies helps me learn what I enjoy most about character creation, and I feel like the more I draw, the more naturally these characters will start to find their place within my world building project. Some of them will be eliminated, and some of them can evolve into better designs. This character started as a pretty typical blacksmith design, but I wanted to experiment with a few changes with the second look. Maybe she also goes on adventures. She sets aside her apron, picks up her weapon, and wears light leather armor to head into the wild, or perhaps she's someone who helps her townspeople from time to time, joining the hunt or defending the village when needed. I actually like imagining her as the kind of RPG character who begins as a background craftsman, the quiet blacksmith who forges weapons for others, but as the story progresses, she gains experience and transforms into something more, maybe even a hero in her own right. Maybe these are just different levels of the same character. I like leaving things open-ended like this. I don't want to decide too much too early. Keeping it loose lets me have a more playful experience, both when I'm sketching and later when I'm refining the design. So I ended up with these two quick sketches. I haven't had the time to color them yet, but I'm planning to make time for it soon, and hopefully I will be able to share the finished versions as well. For now, I'll be going back to my species studies, Lately, I've been working longer hours than I have in the past few months, and I really hope I can keep up this rhythm. I think changing subjects from time to time, moving between characters, plants, and animals helps keep things fresh and keeps me motivated. So I hope to see you soon with a different study.